You still minimizing what you did.
No, no.
Be a goddamn man. Say, you know what? I shot that motherfucker because I wanted to. And I wanted him to beg. I wanted him to get down on his knees like the fuck I felt he was. And when he tried to run out the door like a puss, I put a bunch of rounds in his back. In his back.
This is Darryl Kenny. The day after Father's Day in 2008, deputies respond to the home Darryl shares with his parents, Sharon and Gary Kenny, and his siblings Amanda and Joshua, to investigate a report of stolen firearms. Inside, deputies discover a shocking scene. 50-year-old Gary Kenny is dead, shot multiple times, with lacerations to his wrist and neck. As investigators uncover escalating conflict between Gary and his eldest son Darryl, they arrest Darryl and his friend Rubin Nero on suspicion of murder. A search of the home reveals letters that suggest Darryl's mother, Sharon, may also have been involved in planning the killing. Sharon and Amanda's interrogations were featured in earlier videos in this series. Now, detectives turn their attention to the two men accused of carrying out the murder. Investigators begin by interviewing Rubin Nero, a former jail cellmate of Darryl's who knew him by the name Chris.
I ain't do shit.
Alright, I ain't saying you did.
This whole reason.
But you was there, so tell me what he did.
He busted dude.
The white guy that was there, did you know that was his father? When you say he busted the dude, what did he do? Did he hit him? Or he shot him?
He shot him.
With a handgun or a rifle?
The handgun.
I mean, what happened? Like y'all just went up and y'all went.
I didn't go.
I mean, you was there, but you didn't go in the house.
I stayed in his truck.
Okay. And, I mean, did he knock on the door? Did he just open the door?
No. We went up there. He drove up there. He drove in the driveway and shit. So
Kind of like from the grass?
No, from the front.
Okay.
And when he came in and he got out of the car, and as soon as he got out of the car to go to the fucking door, some dude came out. And then from there,
Did they yell at each other or say anything?
they yelled at each other.
What was they saying?
He was like, what the f you doing with my car? And they had come and somehow he leads him in the fucking house. And then from there, that's when I heard this shit. And I'm like, yo, you gotta get the f from out here. I'm not going to prison for your ass. And we seen all these police.
Okay. When Chris, whose real name is Darryl, when he went up to the door, him and his father got to an argument.
Yeah.
About the father wanted to know why he had the trouble. Did Chris pull out the gun?
He had to, because once he got to the door and the pops opened the door and they were yelling at each other, his pop just was like on some applying with everything Chris was saying.
Right.
And then from there, he shut the door and it was from there.
Chris shot it.
Yeah. I heard the shots. So I was in the car. I'm looking like, yo, I don't know where I'm at. So I'm like.
So when Chris comes back outside to get the truck and no cigarette? Hell, man. When Chris comes back out, what he say?
He ain't say shit. He like, this like death look in his face like, yeah, you say something if you want type. Man, and I'm like, man, just take me to home. And he like, I gotta speak to my mom. I gotta speak to my mom. And I'm like, take me to home, like.
And now, when y'all left there, did y'all go to the mall and actually meet his mom and sister and brother? Because you was at the mall.
He went out there.
Okay. Did you was with
in
him?
the car.
Was that before his shooting or after?
That was after that shit.
That was after that happened?
Yeah, he went out there. I'm like, man, you gotta get me out here. And I'm like, feel me? When we left there, that's when we went to Taco Bell. And then from Taco Bell, that's when all that happened.
So you never been in that house?
I never been in it.
Man, never.
I never seen anything, never been.
I'm not gonna find your fingerprints on nothing. Your shoes. You know, there's some folks stepped in some blood. So let's be honest here. I don't want no surprises, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no surprise. So I need everything. I need you to tell me the truth about everything. All right?
Look, if Chris told you to go inside the house, you had no reason to know whether he could do that or not, whether it's his parents' house or not.
And he's got a fucking gun. Of course you're gonna listen to him. What, you gonna get shot too? I feel you. You know what I'm saying? So tell me what happened, man.
You shot the dude.
And where was you at? Was you nearby?
I wasn't too far from him.
All right.
I can pull like this. If we ever go to travel for this, I can basically tell everybody what happened.
Did he do anything else to the man?
He said, when he shot him, right? I'm sitting in the truck, I'm like, so fucking paranoid, scared and shit. He comes in there, hop in the truck like, man, I could sworn he moved or some shit. When he, after he got finished shooting, he like, man, he ain't dead. Then I'm looking like, man, what the fuck you talking about? And then he went in there.
He went back in there again?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He said he cut his wrist or some shit.
Chris said Darryl said he cut his daddy's wrist?
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, what you do? And he like,
did he bring a knife out with him, or he just told you he cut him?
He brought a knife out.
So is the knife, where's the knife at now? Did he throw it out, or is it in the car?
It was still in that truck.
Still in the truck?
You gotta get rid of that shit.
Okay.
Your fingerprints ain't gonna be on that knife, is it? Did you touch it? I need to know, because we got the knife.
When he came and they do that shit, told my way, I just took my shirt and dropped that shit off him. I know.
Okay.
And see, the thing is, the dude was telling me about when I was in prison, the shit about him having him and his family, having problems and all that type of shit. And I'm like, what you telling me for? What the f can I do for you?
Right.
I'm going to family problem my damn self.
What kind of problems you talking about they had?
Like, the father beating on mama.
Say the dad beat up his mama?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. And the father molested his sister or whatever. And
he ever say he was gonna smoke his dad? He ever say that?
What? Plenty of time.
Oh yeah. Did he say that?
He said it when I was in prison, but I'm like, I ain't never thought that man really was gonna take it that far. Like, I'm like,
how about today? Did he say he was gonna smoke his dad today, or
he mentioned, he just kept saying he just gotta get over it type shit. And I'm like,
now you saw some guns in the car earlier today. He had some guns in the car or something.
he had a gauge.
A 12 gauge. What else did he have? Is that what he?
Did he ever show you the handgun? You say you shot him with a handgun? Did he ever show you that gun before? You see it before today? I mean, I'm talking about before he shot his daddy?
Nah, I seen it after he threw it in the glove compartment.
Of the truck?
Yeah.
So today the only thing you saw was
All
the
this
shotgun
shit,
before.
this shit just happened recently, today. All this shit just hit me in the face, like, and I'm like, I'm thinking like, man, kid on the way, I don't got time for this type of shit. This man just put me in it. My life is in jeopardy, my freedom is in jeopardy because of this situation he just did.
Let me ask you this, straight up: did you have you handled any of those two guns today? Yeah, have you grabbed them? The shotgun or the pistol?
I had touched the top because he's talking about he go funny.
You did touch the shotgun?
Yeah, I did touch it, but I ain't loaded or nothing like that because
Have you shot the shotgun?
No, I never shot that.
Have you shot any firearms?
No,
today?
I never shot any firearms day in my life.
All right. So there's no reason would there be any kind
You
of
wouldn't have any
gunpowder on your hands or anything? All right.
You can check me right now.
Let me ask you this. I mean, you've known this kid for a while, right? You guys are pretty tight. You think you're pretty tight?
I mean,
Well, before today. Before today.
I mean, we ain't really had no problems with each other.
We go talk to him what kind of kid he is. You think he's gonna own up that he shot his daddy, or he's gonna try to pin something on you? What do you think? Is he angry enough to just take his lumps, or you think he's gonna try to throw something your way?
How can he when he shot him?
I know that, but you know how people are, man. You know.
But at the same time,
what do you think he'd do? You know him better than I do. I've never met him before.
he say like if he did it, he don't care. He gonna do the time because he.
So I'm trying to get this straight. So it was after he shot his dad that you guys went to the mall, and what did he tell his mom? I mean,
I didn't stand there. I just stayed in the truck.
All right.
I ain't because I don't know him. I only knew him because we was in the same camp.
All right.
And when we was in the same camp, everything like he was straight over there. And I'm like, feel me?
Did he tell you where he got the guns from?
He kept saying something about his grandparents.
Okay. Did he take them from there? He said something about them? You don't remember? Did he say when he took them from the grandparents' house? Now, you said you just came to Brevard today, right? Okay, so yesterday, where were you at?
I was home. I was in my bed.
In Lakeland?
I was asleep.
Now, I overheard you guys went to Ocala?
I went to Ocala today.
Okay.
I got a girl from this town.
Okay, did he take you there, or you were already there?
He took me there. He came and got me.
Okay.
My house.
So he got you from Lakeland?
Yeah.
And you guys went to Ocala?
Yeah.
And then swung back. About what time did he show up to pick you up in Ocala, you think?
I was in Ocala early. 1 or 2.
Okay. But it takes about 2 hours to get down here. A little less, maybe. All right.
And the whole time in Ocala, he was rushing to come over here. I'm looking like.
Did he say he had to bring the truck back, or did he say whose truck it was, or anything?
He said it was his mom.
Okay. Did you ask him what he was going to do with that shotgun today, or?
Nah, I just minded my business. None of my business. I ain't like. Okay. I don't got no use to it. I never shotgun damn my life, so.
Okay.
Only thing God honest truth. God is my witness. I'm telling you.
Had you ever met his sister before? Before today, did you see his sister?
No, actually, today was the first time his people ever even seen me in a car. Like,
Okay. Because he told his sister a couple of days ago he had a black friend that he called Violence. Do they call you Violence?
Hell no.
They don't?
No.
Okay. And he said something about Violence. Violence was going to help him take care of business or some shit.
Ain't no violence.
No? All right.
No, I got plenty of friends that my family tell you I don't go by that name at all. When people go to my house, they ask me about Rubin, or they ask for Lee. I'm really mad.
Now, before, there's a witness there in the house that said earlier today, around 2 o'clock, he saw Darryl, okay, there. Now, he knows Darryl because Darryl's a neighbor. You know what I'm saying? He saw Darryl with a black kid. All right, I'm assuming it's you since you were the one hanging around with him today. And that you guys had gone in the house earlier today. When you guys were running around Taco Bell and all that, did he take you to the house before the shooting? And you guys go inside or anything in the house?
I've never been to that house.
Okay, the only time you were in the house
I
was...
went there when he had did that shit. I ain't knew he was going to do that shit.
All right. What we're going to do, I already told him about, he said that he held the shotgun briefly, but he hadn't fired the shotgun, and you didn't touch the pistol. The one that he put in the glove compartment, did you hold it today? Yes or no, man? We got to know. Did you hold it?
No. I looked at it like this.
Okay, but you held it. You had it in your hand?
I ain't had it like this.
But your fingerprints could be on
I had it
it.
like this.
Okay. Your fingerprints, but did you fire that pistol?
No, sir.
And you never fired the shotgun?
I never fired that shotgun or that pistol.
Okay. And you said...
You can check me.
We'll do it. It's just a little rub down. We'll check to see if you got any gunpowder on you, okay? So...
Who was y'all? You said you was over in Ocala. Was he over there with some of your folks? I mean, just girlfriends, guys? Okay. What are their names?
Chris and Cassie.
Do you know the last name?
No. My homeboy named Chris Pryor.
Chris who? Pryor?
Yeah.
Is that T-Y?
You got a phone number or something from him? Good. We're gonna have to verify all this shit, you know what I'm saying? So if you can give us a number for him, that'd be good.
When can I see some more baby?
Your parents?
Yeah.
Just a few minutes, actually. You got that cigarette? You got your cell phone on you?
No, I don't got one. I gotta get one.
What is
you got a phone number for Chris?
Chris.
Rubin, you in any kind of probation or anything like that?
No,
Parole still? You're clean? You're okay.
I just
Okay.
You served your time and got out.
I got it here today. This is the number I have. Chris.
And you was hanging with him today?
Yeah.
And these two girls?
I was hanging with them. I don't know her name. Her last name, I don't know her name.
Okay.
I just started talking to them.
They was with them with Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, man.
I don't watch this shit on TV, man. This shit is crazy.
You thought that boy would do something like that?
I never knew the dude for that type of shit. When I was in prison, this man was
Not a
showing no
type.
type of violent type stuff. I'm like,
Damn.
man, you know how.
You got a phone number at home?
Yes.
What is that? Now, is this, you stay with your mom?
My auntie.
Your
No, I
auntie?
will call my mom.
Okay. What's her name?
Jamila Jones.
Jamila?
Yeah.
Is that J-E-A-M?
You can spell it how you want
Okay.
to. And just put Jones at the end.
Because if I call over to talk to you, and Jamila picks up, I don't know what we're going to talk.
Yes.
And she stays at
That's
7.
one. Yeah.
What else? Now, where's she think you at?
Oh, Ocala.
Hanging out with Chris?
Yeah. My family was calling when I was in Ocala, calling his phone,
Okay.
asking me when he come and drop me back off. And I'm like, I guess when I leave from Ocala. And so we left Ocala. He shot all the way over here. And I'm like, man, I gotta go home.
On the way over here, did he say anything like he was planning this?
Nah, he was just
Did
like,
he act weird?
nah, he was just on some, oh, I'm not gonna go. He did that weird.
Yeah.
Cause the whole time I had the radio on, you know how young folks rap to the music or whatever. He wasn't doing none of that. He was just on some, like he just had this cold look in his face, like
Well,
he was up to no good to some shit. Like, and I'm like, I'm sitting in the truck like, man, I gotta go home, man. You tripping, like you taking me all the way out here, and I'm like, you know, you my only source home anyway.
You hit the 20. You was in for Grand Theft Auto?
Yes,
You
sir.
ain't never done no time for gun. You never fucked with
No,
gun.
I never had no type of weapon, drug charge, none of that. I just got caught in that situation with some misunderstanding.
How long did you do in prison?
A year and a day. Man, I got too much opportunity right now. I need this right here.
Did you finish school?
No, that's the thing. I want to. I couldn't. I was gonna get my GED when I was in the camp, but I wasn't there long enough.
To get it, yeah.
So I'm like, I'm I work, and I'm about to be in the process of going back to school to take my GED. You feel me? So I'm like,
To try to get ahead. Get out of the
I'm like,
bullshit.
at the same time, I'm like, man, life is hard.
Yeah, it
But at
is.
the same time, it's what you make it. So
What you think will happen to Darryl?
you want to see justice. What you do.
You think he'll talk to me about it?
I don't know. I don't know. See, the thing is, he got this thing when he act like he won't talk, but he probably would. But then again, you never know.
So after, I'm trying to understand it. Rubin, after he shot his dad, and he went back in the house and cut his dad's wrist, and he gets back in the truck, man, what did he say? Like, was he like, oh my God?
Nah, this man did not say. He was
just stoned?
on some, like, I gotta meet my mama. Give him the phone, where the phone at? I gotta meet my mama. And he called her. And I'm like, I gotta fucking go home. You gotta take me home. After you meet your mama, whoever you gotta meet, take me the home because this right here. And then see, he know he my only source.
So
I'm going home, so I don't have no choice.
And you had, yeah.
I don't got no, this man put me in a situation that I'm me and I'm in there with sharks.
It's true.
So you can tell that man don't got it all in his head. I mean, he showed like he was a high person but I ain't think that man was gonna do some shit like that, man.
He didn't never say nothing about it, like
He talked about it like that, like
it was nothing.
yeah, when he was in prison, he talked about it.
I'm talking about afterwards. He didn't say like, man, I can't believe I just killed my dad. He just like it wasn't.
Like, man, I don't feel shit. I'm like, man, you fucking brother. I'm like, ain't no way in hell. And when hell, I'm sitting in the car, and I'm like, I'm sitting in the car. His sister got out of the car. His mom was, he like, it wasn't bad. I'm looking like,
He said that to them?
No time. I guess tell his mama what happened, and he like, I'm sitting there looking like, man, I gotta get you up out of here.
Did he tell his mama that he killed the daddy?
I think she knows something about it. Because from,
You think she put him up to it?
I don't know. That's the thing, see, when I was in prison, he was talking about it so much. And he like, man, this dude doing this and that to my people, my family, and he like, he don't care. He told him to himself, out of his murders, if he do it, he don't care if he gotta go do lifetime. Because he only doing it for his mother.
So you think, or
I think he did it because, well, this how I'm gonna put it. I think he did that because his mother, pops, or whoever the dude is, was beating the hell out of his mama. And that's all he kept talking about when I was in prison.
you said somebody molested his sister too?
Yeah, that's all he kept talking about. And I'm like, he kept telling me, and when I get out, man, ain't gonna be no more of that. So he got out, he did get out there. It don't have nothing to do with me. I got problems of my own.
I gotta say about some stuff. I'll be right back.
Can I use the phone?
Yeah, let me get another deputy in here with you real quick, because I'm gonna have to go talk to Darryl next. Yeah, go help yourself, man. Hey, investigator Carson, talk to you. He works for the ATF.
How's it going? Okay. I understand there's some firearms included in today's incident. I was talking to the gentleman outside. You talked about you were in possession of a shotgun. You know, being a felon, you're not supposed to be in possession of any guns or ammunition, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand, depending on your criminal history, even as a juvenile, do you have any felonies as a juvenile? Just as an adult, that's it? Think.
What you mean, charges?
Yeah. When you were a juvenile, were you convicted of a felony as well?
No, I did a program.
But you did a program. What were the charges as a juvenile?
It was a car charge.
Car charge, stolen car?
Yeah.
And then you did time as an adult for a car charge also?
Yes.
All right. Federal prison, you're looking at federal prison time with minimum mandatory of 5 years, depending on what the judge wants to give you for your past criminal history. All right. I'm obligated now to let you know that statewide, you're also a felon in possession of a firearm. The state, depending on how you use the firearm. Do you ever hear of 10-20 life? Okay. Now this is separate from whatever they're doing. But just from what I'm informed right now, I'll let you know that I'm probably, when you're done, I'll be filing charges on you for felon in possession of a firearm. Just from what I'm being told.
Now, let me talk.
All right. I'll be outside.
You understand, man? I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's ATF federal stuff. But you can help yourself by making sure that you're being honest with me about everything. All right? I can't protect you if in the next day I start finding your fingerprints and shit all inside the house, and I find your shoe prints on the floor, or I have other neighbors start telling me that they seen y'all acting like y'all was trying to get rid of the body or something like that. All right, you know what this is going to be. All right, Blair, you ain't stupid. So if you come clean with every little detail now, it gives you a greater chance to help yourself with whatever charges might come. You be honest with us about everything, we can go to the state attorney, the guy who files charges, and say, hey, look, this dude made a mistake. He was honest with us. He owned up to everything that he did, and we can ask them to talk on your behalf. to get you to understand. You know, well, everything you told me is helpful, but I don't want to come back tomorrow and find out that you lied to me about some stuff. Because then all bets is off. You know what I'm saying?
Rubin, I mean, bottom line, man, listen, a neighbor saw Darryl going to his parents' house with you. Now, I don't know when it happened. I don't know if it was at the time the man got shot. I don't know if it was before. But a neighbor saw Darryl and a black man go inside his parents' house. So we know you were inside the house. I understand being scared and saying, look, I didn't go inside that house. I stayed in the truck the whole time. But we know you went inside that house. Now, whether you knew what was going to go down or not, that's what we need to hear from you. But by you telling us, look, man, I was never in the house, and we have a witness that's saying, yeah, they both went in.
That makes us worse.
He don't have the witness ain't got no reason to lie. He's a neighbor. He ain't got no reason to lie. I understand you being scared and keeping yourself back from this whole thing. I understand that. But we know you were inside the house. So the best thing to do is just tell us right up front, look, I was inside when this whole thing went down. A lot of the stuff that you told us, we know happened, obviously. Cutting of his wrist, but I think you were closer to what happened than what you're letting out, that this whole thing happened while you're sitting in the truck. That's kind of hard to see that whole thing going down like that.
And don't be scared. Look, if you were standing next to the man inside the house when he shot his father, or you sitting in the truck 10 feet away, it don't make no difference. Okay? You still ain't the one that shot the man. You know what I'm saying? And you was invited into the house. You didn't break in the house. All right? Right?
Right.
So, you know, you didn't commit no burglary. All right? Because the dude, Crystal told you to come in. You know, as far as you knew, that's his house. You ain't got no, you know what I'm saying?
He was in there this morning. His mama let him in there this morning. He was inside his mama's house this morning.
His mama gave him the truck. He was driving around in all day. All right? So we know that you ain't breaking the house, none of that shit. All right? But we know you was in the house. We know you was probably in the house when it went down.
I was there.
So tell me what happened, man. Don't, you know, let's get this all out now, man. You're going to feel better. Because look, the more you hold back and the more you lie.
I ain't lying.
Well, you know,
You're holding stuff back because you're scared. I understand.
Yeah, we feel that, man. We really do.
Listen, it's not every day a young man cuts his dad's fucking wrist.
And it ain't every day that you see a man get shot like that. I understand you done went through some shit over the past couple of hours. But you're going to feel better once you get it all out, man. All right? Because, you know, so you was in the house. What happened?
What went down?
Tell me what happened, man. You're the only man that can tell me what happened. Because you alive. Gary ain't. Gary's laying in his living room floor dead. All right? He ain't talking to me.
In his own house.
You can do the right thing.
In the house when you shot. But
What happened? I mean, y'all.
I ain't.
How did it happen? You guys got in there, man.
Guess what? When we pulled up there, out of the car. So he got to the door before I got up there.
Darryl.
But they arguing or whatever. So I guess he ain't paid no mind. I come to the house. The man ain't say nothing to me or whatnot. You know, Darryl will do that. They arguing or whatever. So it was getting intense or whatever. The dude got coming. Shot.
Where'd he pull the gun out of? Where was it at? In his back, in the front. It was in the front of his pants. Was it covered up with a shirt?
He had a tank top.
He had a tank top on. So did he say anything before he pulled the trigger? Just boom, 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 boom.
He just shot the dude.
What were they screaming at each other about? What were they talking about? You remember?
He was just yelling about his truck. And how you got my truck? And I'm like,
What Darryl said to him? Or Chris, I already know. What did he say? Remember what he said to him?
he was saying, yeah, you know, now you want to, some, basically he was just saying, now you want to pick up and all this shit. And whatever. And I'm like, man, yeah, dude tried to take all of it.
His father did?
Yeah. He shot the dude.
How many times they shoot him? You know? More than once?
And then what happened next? So then he fell on the ground And he was still moving or something? Was he talking, breathing?
He was still moving.
And
That's what Chris cut.
he pulled out a knife?
He went and got a knife for the kitchen and cut his own kitchen out.
Let me ask you this. Did he ever shoot his father while his father was down? He shot him more than once, right?
Yeah, he shot him when he was running.
He shot him when he was running, and then did the man fall on the ground? Did he shoot him again after the man was on the ground?
No.
So Dale was running back towards the front door?
No, the dude was, the older dude was running back to the
Front door. And where were you? Where were you and Darryl standing at?
They was like, dude, I was like, I came in the house, the dude was sitting on his couch or whatever, and that was over there. He was yelling at each other, and then the dude tried to take off running. And that's when, from the chair to the door, well, he ran, he started running, boom, that's when he started running towards the kitchen, while Junior was running towards the door, and he started shooting.
So it looked like his dad was trying to run out of the house? Do you know where he got shot? Do you remember?
I had been from that side, because he was running towards the door.
Okay.
He had his back to it.
Did you ever touch his body? I need to know now, because I'm gonna know as soon as we do the autopsy. And if your fingerprints is on his skin, I need you to be honest with me. Obviously you did, because you don't want to talk about it. So why? Was you and Darryl gonna try to hide the body or something?
Man, I don't know what was going on. I don't know, I moved and got in trouble. I mean, so he did that shit. He left.
Did you see him cut his dad's wrist?
Nah, I didn't see it. But the dude came back out with the knife.
Okay, but you saw him go to the kitchen to get a knife. Did you actually see him
No,
get the
I didn't
knife?
see him get the knife. I only seen him when he shot the dude.
Okay.
And
When he shot the dude, that's when I'm like, the dude fell right in front of me.
Okay.
So I had to get this dude off and something, feel me? And I'm like, oh, that's when I got in trouble.
All right, so you moved his body out the way.
Because when he shot him, he fell.
Okay.
And he was falling towards me. Because the dude was running my direction.
Oh, okay. So you were still standing near the front door.
Yeah, and I'm looking like, man, when the dude pulled out the gun and started shooting, I'm like, back against me, I'm like, and as soon as he hit the dude and he caught him, the dude was falling toward my way.
Okay. Well, how did that comforter, that bed sheet, how'd that get out the front door?
You got it?
Who did?
Chris?
You got it for what?
Told him, man.
Oh, to cover up the body?
Yes.
Did you ever touch that comforter?
No. I ain't never touched it.
Did Chris take anything from the house after he shot his father or before? Did he look for money? Did he look for anything to leave?
He took it. He was looking for bullets.
Bullets?
Did he say what he was going to do? I mean, obviously he just killed his father. Did he say what he said he was going to do?
He said he was taking him to a fucking lake or some shit.
He was going to try to move the body?
Yeah. I'm like, man, you gotta take me home. If with you and you just do it, you gotta get me home.
So he thought of just taking his dad. What changed his mind? You telling him to take you?
Damn, what? Yeah. I had something to do with it, telling him. Cause after when he said that shit, he had just came from seeing his mother.
Alright.
And his sister and his little brother.
And he was saying he was going to go back to the house after talking to his mama and move the body?
So he had talked to his mom, his sister, and his brother at the mall before the shooting or after?
Right after the shooting.
Right after the shooting, okay.
And he came to his mother like, yo. Cause I don't hear
What do you tell us?
Rubin, we're being straight up with each other now. I like this.
the mother know what the fuck going on.
She does.
Yes. The mother know what the fuck going on with him. Because it ain't hot.
Did Darryl ever tell you that it was something that him and his mama planned because his mama was tired of getting beat up?
He said that in prison.
That him and his mama talked about killing the father?
Yes, sir.
So when they saw each other at the mall after this went down,
Like, dang.
did he say anything to him?
The dude had no sympathy.
Did he say anything to the mama?
The mother ain't had no sympathy.
So he went after that happened at the house.
He went straight to his mother's house.
He went straight to the mall, and you had the window down in the truck, and you could hear.
Yeah.
And he told his mama.
Yeah, because his little brother and his sister stayed inside the car with the windows up.
Okay, so it was him and his mama standing outside the park.
Yeah.
And he told mama that he did.
He like, yo, he was looking at him like, she was like, he telling him, basically he was telling her, I mean, the shit was done or however, whatever. I don't know what he's saying, but basically he had been telling him, after what the f just happened, and then knowing that she got to go back to the house.
Did she look surprised? Did she look surprised that he told her that?
Man, this lady ain't had no sympathy, dog. Both of them. They didn't have no type of regret or nothing, like, and when it happened, he like, after what made him go back towards his house was because of her.
You think, did she tell him to go back and move the body?
She told him to get that shit out of her house. And I'm like, man, you about to take me to home. I'm not about to go back with you. I ain't supposed to be with you the first beginning.
Right.
So she
man, call me today to chill.
So she said that at the mall, you gotta go take him out of there? Did you hear
that? I heard it. She said it. Why wouldn't she say it? No. You think she wanna go in there and then be?
Well, the kids, she don't want the kids to see.
I'm like, on God is true, man. I'm telling you everything I know. I didn't, feel me? I'm telling you everything I know. And I feel like I get charged with these guns. So what they gonna do when I leave here?
Well, we gotta talk to him still. We gotta talk to him. Most important thing, man, is that you had nothing to do with this murder.
I didn't do anything. And you
didn't know this was gonna go down.
I didn't.
Thing is, if he had planned this, why do you think he brought you over?
Yeah, I guess I was about.
Why get you involved in this shit,
Trying to cover his ass up. I guess. I don't even know, man. I ain't never been in a situation like this guy in my life. I want to speak to my family. I need to speak to.
You ever thought he could have shot?
When he did shit, I was like, man.
He could have shot you, put the gun on you, and said,
That's what I was saying. That's why I was like, man, I don't got nothing on me. Do I got a bulletproof vest on? I mean, I gotta. You feel me? I don't know what the hell to do. I never even been in no. I never been in no type of situation like that in my life to witness and shit like that.
That's gotta be shocking, man. No doubt.
I don't even seen that type of stuff on TV. Think you gonna chill and you go to somebody's house and this dude kill somebody, man? I ain't listening, man. And I ain't getting nothing out of it. I don't want nothing from it, because that ain't my problem. My damn was, he called me today, told me he wanted to chill or not. So we was out like, all right, man, we can go to Ocala. My family can vouch for me on that. My auntie and my uncle and my cousin. Because they called me while I was going towards Ocala. When I was coming back from Ocala, my cousin called me. I called her when I was, and she was asking me where I was coming from. Because I'm coming back from it. And I'm like, yes. And she was like, well, call me once you get to the lake. And I'm like, okay. And then from there, he took me from fucking Ocala to here. When he supposed to took me straight home.
Did you say what he was coming up here for?
He was just saying he about to come finish chilling or whatever, females,
Okay.
Type. And I'm like, all right, but I can't stay long. You mean, and I did meet a female too. And I'm like, okay, so I'm like, and then.
What, you said an ex-girlfriend of his or something?
Yeah. She had a home or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Man, I'm still about to go in for this point.
Well, man, like I said, better than murder. Shit.
All right. I just got through talking to some of my crime scene technicians. They had a chance to process and do some things. What was you holding it?
When? Earlier? When I used it?
When you was in the house.
wasn't holding a gun in the house. I never took no gun in the house.
You didn't. Completely off.
In fact, we even went to the hotel or whatever.
Where he's staying at? Where Chris is staying?
He had some hotel he was in. That's when I seen it.
Okay. Did you pick it
That's
up?
when I was early.
Okay.
I never holded that gun when I was in that house.
Okay.
I mean, that's
So
all I know, that was the only time I touched that gun when I was at his hotel. And his mama paid the room for him since he been
You know what? We're hoping he's gonna do the straight up thing and say, you know what? I shot my damn dad.
And if he don't, then
You know,
okay, then we'll have to ride. We'll have to ride. I mean,
let me ask you this.
I don't got nothing to do with that.
This is very important. Okay? If, by what you're telling me, it sounds like him and his mom had a plan. All right. If Darryl said anything to you about him and his mom having a plan, I need you to tell me the truth.
If it happened.
If it happened.
Don't be thinking you're gonna make up some stuff. We don't want you making stuff up. Did he ever say, me and my mama were planning to kill my dad? He didn't say it that way. Okay. How did he say anything like that?
He's just saying he gonna do that.
Okay. So what gives you the idea that she may have known about it before it happened?
The whole time in prison, that's all she was telling him. When she speak to him or, you know what I mean, come see him or whatever, that she would get him behind with. And he'll come by, angry.
So it's just stuff that he would tell you after she visited him that she would say to do that.
That's what, man, you know, I'm good enough to talk to him. I tried to tell him, I gave him some good advice.
Did Darryl ever offer you any kind of money or anything to come help him out with this thing?
So I told him,
I asked him too if he ever went by the nickname of Violence or something. He goes, no, I never heard that name before.
Never heard it. I gave him my life.
Did you go by Jersey or something? No.
I go by Lee. Rubin.
All right, we're going to put you back up front in that room you was in, so we're going to have the crowd team come out and do the hands and stuff. Because you say...
Well, we talked to Darryl.
Yeah, when we talked to Darryl. You say you ain't shoot no guns. All right, so they're going to come out and take some swabs of your hand and the inside of your mouth, the DNA.
Let me ask you this. Did Darryl wash his hands or anything after this happened? After he shot his dad and stuff, where did he wash his hands at?
Taco Bell.
Okay, so you guys went to Taco Bell after that happened? And he washed his hands and all? Okay.
Did he order any food at Taco Bell? No? I was thinking that'd be showing up cold. He just shot his pops and then went and ate a fucking burrito. You know what I'm saying?
So he did go and wash up. And the knife was in the vehicle? Okay.
Let me go get somebody to come get you.
While Rubin remains in custody, detectives confront Darryl about his role in his father's murder.
You know what I know? What's going down. And I can't even imagine what you're feeling inside. But I want you to be able to help yourself. Helping me understand why it went down the way it did.
What would the difference be and why?
The difference is people look at it differently. If somebody felt like they had to protect their mom and their sister, or somebody who just decided, I'm going to cold-blooded shoot my daddy, just for the good of it.
Do I submit that to the person?
Huh?
Before you even talk to me, do I submit that to the person?
No.
Why?
Well, I don't know you. I haven't talked to you before, but I've talked to your friend who was in prison with you.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you're both in prison, which means you ain't an angel, you still cared enough about your mother and your sister, and it affected you when you was in prison.
You acknowledge me, dude?
No, I don't.
Customers right back on. Special Four was the one that arrested me. But I was also arrested for grand theft, burglary to a car. Sheriff told me I did. So I'm not gonna lie.
So you went in there for nothing violent?
I went there for aggravated battery. I was 18, my girlfriend was 15. Mom said it was alright till I broke her heart. It was no longer alright. She called and tried to say I raped her.
So you got.
She played the judicial system. I was put on probation. She called the cops on me every chance she got. She swore I drove by her house 3 times. I got arrested 3 times. Since 2004, because of her, I spent when I got arrested in 2005, I spent less than 3 months in the street. Thanks to her. I did 6 months of probation. 5 of it was done in county.
And then you went up to the state.
Then I violated. Violation was intentional though. Tired of her harassing me.
Really?
Every time I turn around, I'm getting arrested. And what's f***ed up is y'all here know. Not necessarily you, but in front of the officers. They knew what was going on. They knew she wasn't right in the f***ing head. But yet they're still going to arrest me based on what she said. And every time I just hold on, can I call somebody? Every time I tell you all this shit, I was here. I know that. Okay, you can call somebody from the jail. If I can prove I didn't do it now, okay. That's why this department has I have no respect for this department. They take the easy way out. Everyone I've seen here, they take it 9 times out of 10, they take the easy way out.
Wow. Darryl, I don't want to take the easy way out.
I want to know what's it going to matter if I turn around and I say, yeah, I took up for him, but yeah, I didn't. What's it going to matter in my sentence? I just got out of prison. I don't consider violent felony.
I don't know. I can't make you any guarantees. I'm not going to sit here and promise you anything.
How long have you been a detective?
Here, 2 years.
Detective.
2 years.
You've been a detective for only 2 years?
Been a cop for over a decade.
What's your opinion on what's going to happen? I know you've seen it many times, probably. In over 10 years.
Darryl, I'll be honest with you, man. Juries can be fickle groups. Because this ain't about what I think or what the judge thinks. It's going to be about what they think. What you tell them.
If I turn around and say, okay, yeah, I took up for him, I'm still saying I'm guilty.
Yeah, but people understand. People understand why.
So what? You think the judge is going to give me less time?
It ain't up to the judge. It's up to the jury.
What, to say how much time I get?
Yes, everything. Everything's up to the jury.
Since when did that happen?
It's always been that way. You ever had a trial by jury? No. You always went before a judge and got sentenced. This is a whole another ballgame, man. Look, everybody that sat on that jury has been through some of the things that you've been through. Or they've had loved ones that's been through it.
So what? I'm supposed to plead not guilty and take it to trial?
I can't tell you how to plead. I just want you to help me understand why you felt it necessary to kill your father. Was it to protect your mother and your sister? Or are you just a cold-hearted killer?
You already answered that.
So you did it to protect your mother and your sister?
I didn't say I did, I just said you answered that question. Is that even on? Is that on?
This is on. You want me to cut it off?
Cut it off, I'll talk to you later.
Fuck it, I'll take the battery off and make it real comfortable. So you know I ain't trying to play no game.
Okay. Go ahead, ask a question. We'll see how far we get before
What happened today?
What happened today? Where you wanted to start at?
I know your mama told you could borrow the truck. You was gonna go look for work. What happened? What caused today to be a day? I know where you got the guns from. All that don't mean nothing.
How far back where you want me to start at?
I knew as far back as you feel comfortable telling me. If it's been going on for years, I want to know about it. If your father's been hurting you, beating you since you was a kid, and molesting your sister since she was a kid, And beating your mama since she was a little boy, I want to know about it. Darryl, because I honestly do care.
About 6 years old when it started. I just woke up. No, it's before that. I got 3. I woke up in the middle of the night. Go downstairs, see what's going on. Just woke me a little bit more. Me and my mom arguing. Don't do that. I said something. Just become the next day. So back on 2x4 instead.
You was 3?
Mm-hmm. Mom don't know about a 2x4. About the next day. Spin.
So he physically beat you? And your mom?
I ain't never actually seen him put his hands on. I seen him throwing shit out.
Your mom tell you that he beat her?
Yeah. So he put his hands on.
What about your sister? Because that's real important.
I told y'all from prison what he was doing. Y'all go out there and let him stay out there. So I partially blame y'all for what happened today.
I can understand that. I didn't know that you tried to tell me about it. Because I don't work that kind of crime.
I wrote Spatter 4 personally and told him what was going on.
So you knew less than your sister.
I know he's taking her clothes off and left her out in the street, locked her in the house. Might as well have. Put your hands on my mom. Try to bring my little sister minds. I'll kill you.
I understand that.
It was repeatedly.
Did you ever talk to your dad about it?
He swore about if he saw me, I was going back. He was going to do everything he could to put me back in prison.
He said that to you?
Mm-hmm. I ain't told my mom that. Neighbors are afraid of him.
The neighbors were afraid of your dad?
Mm-hmm. They're so afraid of him, I can't even come around while he's there.
Are you afraid of?
Who, me? No. That's long been since gone.
You grew up. So what happened today, man? You go back over there in the truck. He's home from work. Y'all had an argument. And did he put his hands on you then?
You know? He just wouldn't listen. I was going to talk to him, but he didn't want to listen. He wanted to try to bark. So I'm not going to take the chance of letting him get a hold of me again.
So you felt like you had to shoot him. Protect yourself.
To an extent. Most of us got to do with my mom and my sister. That's what really started. I wasn't going to go over there just talking. We didn't want to talk.
So you did it so he would have the ability to hurt your mom and sister no more?
I was just going to talk to him. I know he ain't going to talk to me without calling the police if he give me the opportunity.
And so you're at the house.
He comes out, trying to tell me to go back in the house. Says, okay. Okay. I pulled it. I go back in the house. Now he want to listen. You go in there. Go in the kitchen for the phone, which is what I'm assuming. No. Get down around, we're going to talk. Because it's a lot harder for you to get up and do anything.
Right.
You're going to sit. Okay. Only thing he wanted to do was start praying. No, I want to talk. Now it's a little too late to be praying. I want to talk.
Did you tell him what you had to tell him?
No. Didn't give me that opportunity.
What do you do?
He starts moving to me like he fixing to do something.
And you already had the gun in your hand?
Mm-hmm. I never took it out of my hand. Because that puts him in a comfortable zone.
Right.
Where he has an advantage.
Right. So you had to go to the... So he tries to get the gun from you or something?
That's what I thought. I really wasn't sure what he was trying to do.
And you felt like at that point you got to do it.
So he half stepping. Not a full step. Put me in that position now. I'm going there really to kill him.
It just happened.
He never wants to talk until it's too late. And even then he don't want to talk, obviously.
What made you decide to cut his wrist?
And cut his wrist.
Rubin did?
Granted, I handled him knife.
Huh?
Granted, I handled him knife on the booty block. Yeah.
The Rubin did?
Mm-hmm.
What was the point in that?
Just because he was still breathing.
How many times did you shoot? Do you remember?
I believe the clip was 7.
You put the whole clip in?
Oh, what happened?
What kind of gun was it?
22. Something was 22 model 1200, I think.
A handgun? And that's one of the guns that you got from the grandparents' house? Did you talk to your grandparents at all today? I mean, do they know about this shit going on, or are they protecting because he's their son?
Yeah.
So even though their grandkids are getting beat,
I just thought it wasn't enough concern for him.
do you regret killing your father?
Yes and no.
You mind if I ask you one yes or no on what you feeling?
I don't want to kill. But no, because of everything he's done.
Think your sister and mom was gonna be better off now?
He's saying going to get beat. But no.
Can Rubin help you do this? I mean, like, did he do any shooting?
I saved him from that.
Did he have a gun on him when y'all was in the house?
Before we call.
Rubin had to 12 gauge phone, standing at the door blocking his exit.
No, I was on that side.
What was Rubin at?
By the TV.
Holding the shotgun? Did he have it pointed at your dad too?
No, it was a total. You know what's up.
Your dad didn't want to talk? So when you met Rubin in prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how did y'all hook up today? Was he already down here with you?
No, I went back.
To where he stays in Lakeland and picked him up? And y'all went to Ocala, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And hung out with another boy named Chris Pryor and some girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all left Ocala and came back here.
Mm-hmm.
What was the purpose of that? Just to get your dad's truck back to him, or did you have a mind made up that you was gonna have to do this today?
I made up my mind that I was gonna have to do it if he put me in a position where I felt like I had to do it.
Yeah. So your intention was to go over there today and talk to him and tell him, well, what was you gonna tell him?
I want to know why.
Why he beat you and molested your sister?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me when y'all get to the house. What went down? You was in the truck. Was you driving or riding?
Driving.
Y'all go inside the house and your dad's already there?
No, he came out and started the bitch.
Oh, so he seen y'all drive up.
Mm-hmm.
So what, he's out in the yard, what does he say?
He walked right out the front door. He was out the front door about 6 feet. As far as he got.
And did you pull a gun on him then? And that's what made him go back in?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say to him?
Nothing in the back seat. We can get down on the ground. I don't want to talk right now. I want you to get down on the ground right now.
And Rubin, where was your dad at in the house?
Walked in. Started heading to the kitchen. Trying to tell him, no, come over here and just get down on the ground and make it simple.
Because you didn't want him to get to the kitchen and be able to call the police.
Mm-hmm.
And Rubin was standing in front of the TV with a 12-year.
Mm-hmm.
What'd your dad say about Rubin? Did he say anything about him?
No.
And was you pointing the gun at your dad? What's his name, Gary?
Yeah.
Did you tell him you was gonna kill him?
No.
What did he say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be a little freaked out. Even though, obviously, by what you're saying, he might have deserved it. Just be straight up with you.
I'm really gonna say, I'm not pretty good. Last thing he said was, I'm sorry. No, not the last thing, my bad. Last thing he said is, I'm sorry. Started praying.
Was he down on his knees?
No, he sat in the chair.
Okay. You think you knew what was about to happen?
I wasn't planning on pulling that trigger.
Something just snapped inside of it.
Started praying. Told him to be quiet. I don't want to talk right now. I'm gonna do the sorry. Got up. Started walking to him. He got just a little bit. I backed up a little bit. He walked around me. And told him to come back in and get right down. Just get down around me. And just before the front door. Turned around, looked at me, took one step back. I remember him trying to grab me and then pull that trigger.
You shoot him in the chest or the back?
Turned around.
Facing you or away from you?
With probably looking at it to pull that trigger.
Say what now?
I don't know if he wouldn't want to take a step. I knew he wouldn't come after me over there and pull that trigger. Probably know he was going to turn it back like that. I never would have done it.
Did y'all try to move the body or cover him up or
We went back inside.
back inside the house?
Mm-hmm.
Was you gonna try to get rid of it?
Right to that point.
What was you gonna do with it?
Take it somewhere.
So after the shooting, you and Rubin leave and go to the mall and meet your mom and sister and little brother in the parking lot. you tell your mama what happened?
No. Just told her I'll go back to the house for a little bit.
What'd she say?
No, I said, don't ask. Don't worry about it.
And then y'all left the mall. He was coming back to the house. Was y'all going to try to move the body then?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the police was there.
Mm-hmm.
So then y'all tried to get away from the police. The police chased you. You went behind the Dunkin' Donuts, jumped out the truck, and ran. But you came back.
I ain't come back.
You didn't.
The only thing I had to do is step on that wall and never see him.
What'd you do with the gun?
Gave it a roll.
He still got it.
I don't know.
Did he carry it with him or he leave it in the truck?
He might have left it in the truck. He might have carried it with him. I'm not sure.
Now the knife that was used, you got that out of the wood, the cutting block in the kitchen, and you handed that to Rubin. What happened to that knife?
I don't know what he killed it. Never had it after that.
Did you, and this is important, I didn't know this for Rubin because Rubin is being honest. Did you get off of Rubin any money, anything to help you do the deed?
No.
He just did it. I mean, for what?
Guess he was just mad about what was going on with me.
Because he's been through it too.
I guess. Never asked.
Was there anything you want me to tell your mom? Sister?
What could you possibly tell
And try to help them make them understand. But you did it to protect them.
him? If you could, you want to tell him.
Oh, if that's what you want, Darryl, that's what I'll do. But I don't want to do nothing you don't want. I mean, you're being honest with me.
You feel that would make him feel better.
I think it will.
Whatever.
What do you think should happen? What do you think I should do?
Bonds.
As far as, think you should be arrested for murder?
I did cheat and did that.
Yeah. You say you did. You only go by what you say now.
Rubin said I did. According to you.
That's true. You did. Rubin said you cut his wrist too. Rubin tried to say at first he stayed in the truck. But you saying Rubin was in the house with a shotgun. I felt like that. I didn't think Rubin just sat in the truck. I knew he had to be in there. I knew that. He just trying to distance himself. He's gonna try to hang you out the dry. Because he did the dirt, man. He got the heart to stand up to him like you want. That's the bottom line. What's up, man? What you think?
Then yeah, I'm supposed to get married.
Sorry to cry. It's just me and you. Sometimes it feels better right now. Been through some shit.
You ever killed anybody? Just remember before you ever pull that trigger, that's gonna be the last fish you want to see for a long time.
Sorry.
reason I did it. Why I really don't feel too much regret, but at the same time I do. So I told Mom if she ever left me, she was gonna kill him. Because he was gonna kill her. So in the same aspect, I don't feel too bad for it. I do, but I don't.
I understand. You're torn. You know, it's something that you didn't want to have to do, but at the same time, you really wasn't given that choice. Well, nobody else going to protect them. Law enforcement picked that up, obviously. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what you told me.
What do you do in my situation?
Situation is unique. It's not like a lot of murders. A lot of murders, you know, they do it in cold blood for drugs and money.
Not necessarily all cold blood.
I agree. It's a unique reason. We don't run into this all the time. Normally it's, you know, people shooting each other over dope, money, women, basic things. In this situation, you felt like your mom and your sister had been, and you too, been beat growing up. You wanted to talk to your dad and try to figure out, make him stop.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't want to listen. And you put yourself in a situation where you have to do what you have to do, man.
But it says in your question.
What would I do?
Yeah.
What you do?
Knowing your mom was told that if she ever left him, he was gonna kill her.
I ain't gonna lie to
Knowing
you.
your sister went through that, knowing you went through that,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
knowing he beat your mom.
I probably would have done the same thing. I got a family too now. I got a wife and children. My mom's dead. But I grew up the same way. My stepfather beat me. He beat my mom. But nothing I could do about it.
You have a sister?
I do. I don't know where she's at. She ran off when she turned 18. Don't call us, don't talk to us.
Do you ever try to pull her clothes off, take her clothes off, lock her in the house?
No. I can't imagine that, man. That's what I'm saying. If I was faced with what you was faced with, I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing. I don't know any husband or father or loved one that wouldn't stick up for their family. If they don't, they hard up. I've been through a bad situation. I wish I could help you take it back. Would you take it back if you could?
I might.
So at this point, if I was you, man, I'll do what you're doing. I try to make people understand.
I'm trying to make nobody understand. Just tell me what I did, because that's what you want to know.
I don't play.
The only reason why Rubin was killed is because my friend kept put the safety on and shot him. He didn't know his own.
Did he try to pull the trigger?
Mm-hmm.
You think Rubin needs to be charged with murder?
He didn't shoot him. I did.
But he wouldn't have said nothing about it. Let me ask you this. And be straight up with him. If y'all hadn't came back and the police got after you, what would you have done?
Mm-hmm.
Would you have ever confessed to it or come clean about it? Or would you just made us come look for it?
Yeah, I can look cool.
I mean, because there's neighbors and stuff everywhere that said they've seen y'all there. So, you know, we'd have been coming to look for you first.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my lieutenant's out there at the scene. Talk to him on the phone. It'll be fine still.
Like what?
You know, what you going for? Share the case and everything.
How many cases you found?
I don't you take something from the scene?
If I want to put my own pocket.
Oh, so you had those shells in your pocket came from the scene. You pick them all up? So there ain't no shotgun shells not laying around. Rubin didn't fire the gun.
How could you say you know?
Why? What was the purpose of y'all going there armed? Did you go there with your guns just to make him talk?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was the whole purpose. And you felt like you had to
Because
have a gun?
he won't talk unless he's put in a position where he has to talk.
And Rubin had to have the gun too?
Chose to.
Okay. What did Rubin say after all this is over with? What did Rubin say?
Let's go.
He wasn't surprised by it or nothing?
Mm-mm. You know we know how to get a teardrop now.
Come on, a tattoo for your eye? That's what he had to say.
Mm-hmm.
The cutting of the wrists concerns me because that seems like something very personal. And the knife,
I think that was more just to make sure. Because he said he was still alive. He said, give me that. Give it to him. I asked him why he did it. He said, because he was still alive. He wanted to make sure he bled out.
and you're sure that Rubin's the one that did it. He didn't do it.
I'm sure. I just got done shooting. Just put 7 bullets in.
That kind of makes Rubin guilty too much. Shocked.
What do I think you should do? Good job. Whatever you feel you need to do, or whatever you feel you should do.
Sometimes I don't feel good stuff, no. Sometimes it hurts. Guess I'm left much choice in life. Did your grandparents know that you'd got them guns? Why'd your dad send them over there anyway? Had you ever threatened to kill your daddy before? To his face, he didn't have no reason to fear you or think you was gonna kill him? When y'all went over there and got the guns, was your grandparents home?
No.
Okay, so y'all just went in and got the guns. They didn't even know nothing about it. Is there any more guns other than what's in the truck?
322s and SKS and 12-year shotgun.
But at your place where you're staying, there ain't no guns there or nothing.
That's all there is.
Do you know the address of where you were staying?
No.
There's a hotel or something?
Mm-hmm.
You know the name of it?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Come on.
Is there anything there I need to know about?
No.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
She staying there with you?
No.
Okay.
Stays on something right else.
Does she know anything about this? So they know they can get her involved in it.
Oh, and she won't tell you how the trouble I've been wanted somewhere else the past couple of days. The most she can tell you.
Where's your mind, baby?
Trying to think of what he was going to do.
So you kind of felt like you knew this was coming?
I had a feeling he was going to try something stupid, but at the same time, I was hoping he wasn't. Hoping he was just going to sit down and listen and talk for once.
Well, I've got to go make some phone calls. I got to call the state attorney. tell them everything I know. No to leave or make decisions as to whether or not what you're gonna be charged with. Let me just be straight up with you.
What more likely what I'm gonna be charged with?
First degree murder.
Basically, there's a good chance I'm gonna get a deal.
I don't know. I just don't know. That's completely and totally up to the jury. I can't tell you one way or the other, man. Is that what you want?
Makes sense. Cause not likely to never gonna get out.
I don't know that, man.
What are the chances of that?
I don't know, man. I've seen some weird things happen.
What's the chance of that being too hot?
Probably not. Probably not. But I ain't gonna sit here and tell you a bunch of bullshit either. I just don't know. You know, I don't want to tell you what I think is going to happen and what's not going to happen because I've seen it all. You know, I've seen it all.
What would be the point of me? You asked me why I would prefer you. What would be the point of me living out my life in state prison?
I don't know. I've never been in prison. I don't know what that life's like.
What would be the point of it then? Living the rest of your life in prison.
You're alive.
Something like
I don't know, man. You might get a year, some year sentence and be able to do parole or something. I don't know. I won't know any of that until I talk to the state. I mean, if you get, how old are you?
22.
You get 30 years or whatever. While you're in prison, man, you get a high school, you got a high school education, graduate. You can get a college degree while you're in prison. You can set up some things to go on when you get out.
52.
Still a good 10, 20, 30 years of life left. Still do a lot. Ain't that far from 52. Ain't that old. I don't know. Yeah. I want to try to do the right thing. Honestly. I do. I don't know how the state's going to view it. You felt like you had to do it to protect your mom and your sister. But y'all went over there. Your whole intention.
My whole intention. I don't know what his intention is. I can't speak for him. My intention was going and talk.
And you felt like you had to have the gun in order to make him listen.
He ain't all talking he was.
So you didn't go over there to rob him. You didn't go over there to do anything else other than make him talk.
I went over there to talk.
And just get out of here.
Unfortunately.
Did you tell your mama you killed him?
No. Well, I did, right? So in the house, the crime scene. She was, what do you mean? I said, just that. I'm sure she put two and two together by it.
This was at the mall?
No, this was after the fact.
Well, hang tight, man. I'll just smoke some cigarettes before we go make some phone calls. Huh? You need anything else? You want something to eat?
No, well,
What you want?
what you got?
Fast food. I send the detective out to get some.
Good.
Huh? Give me a few minutes to work on this stuff, all right?
my lieutenant. What's going on?
Well, I was home, man. Well, I didn't make any phone calls. I was on the phone with my lieutenant. We're missing a rifle somewhere. It's not there.
What is it?
I think it's one of the 22s. Did you have it you staying at the lab?
They were all there.
Are you staying at the lab?
They were all there.
Well, I'm asking, is there one in the room? Because
They were all there.
in the truck.
Yeah.
And it's a handgun 22, two 22 rifles.
One rifle with a scope and one rifle fold up Explorer.
Okay.
AR-7 Explorer. You take out the butt of the gun, out the butt, and reassemble it.
A SKS rifle and the shotgun. So we got 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I talked to your sister this afternoon. Yeah, tonight.
Okay.
And she told me that you had told her a few days ago that you were going to kill your dad. And that yesterday you talked to her and you told her that she needed to stay away from the house between this time and this time. So she's making that up.
I told her, yeah, I did tell her to stay away from the house from that time to that time. But that was because I knew what I was going to do. I didn't want her to see that.
Okay.
Just in case it went bad.
Okay. But the part about a few days ago that you were going to kill your dad, she's confused on that.
She might have assumed I was. But it wasn't ever, yeah, I'm going over there to kill him. No. I got a question for you. What made the police go to the house? Why did they go there in the first place?
Your grandparents had called the sheriff's office to report the gun stolen, and your grandparents didn't know what kind, makes, models, and all that stuff.
Well, how'd that come on? Who told me what was missing?
What do you mean?
They never found out what was missing?
Your grandparents?
No, I'm talking about the police.
No, that's why they were at your house. When the deputy left your grandparents' house from taking a report from them about the guns still being stolen, in order for us to enter them into the computer, he asked to know what make, model, serial numbers, and all that stuff. So your grandparents told them evidently that the guns belonged to your dad, that he had brought them over there. The guns belonged to your mama. So the deputy went to your mom and dad's house to talk to your dad to find out what kind of guns it was that's missing. When they get there, they see the front doors open a little bit, and your dad's laying in there. And literally it happened just like that. And as soon as they see that, you're starting to come down the street in the truck.
Nah, you already have it all blocked off. That's why I'm there quick. You come.
I don't know. I got there, set up something tonight. Hey, guys, this is important to Carlos.
Hey, Darryl.
Talk to you for a few minutes while I go make this phone call.
My name's Carlos Reyes, bro. I'm his partner. Listen, man, he's been telling me about some of the things that have been going on, and I've talked to Rubin. I'm the one that talked to your sister earlier on. I actually talked to your mom. What's that? Oh, here, it's a recorder. It's off. It's not recorded. Okay? But what I have a problem with is, you and Rubin are boys, right? You guys met each other and joined. You guys are obviously friends. You go pick them up all the way in Lakeland, right? And you're saying today you had no plan today to kill your dad. Is that what you're saying? When your sister told me that you told her a couple of days ago you're going to kill him, and then told her yesterday, stay away from the house?
No, what I told her is, I didn't tell her I was going to kill him.
Okay.
I did tell her to stay away from the house though, because I knew that I was going over there with guns. I also knew that I was also going to go over there and talk to him. It was my intention.
And things may get heated with you and your dad, no doubt about it. Your mom told me about, everything's been going on and stuff.
And when I went over there, he didn't want to talk to me.
Okay.
Unless he's forced to.
All right.
That's the way it's always been. So.
All right. This is a problem I have, okay? A neighbor kid that knows you, obviously, you used to live there, saw you going in there with Rubin, okay, before the shit went down. He never saw Rubin with a shotgun.
He never saw you with a gun because you probably had it in your waistband. So what gets me is, Rubin's scared, man. He's done some time, okay? He thought he was going to come chill out with you, have a good time. I don't know if he knew you were going to confront your dad. I don't know. He knew that?
Okay. Since prison.
Okay. Well, no, he told me that. He said that you've always talked about your dad, how your dad done you wrong. He's done your mom wrong. He told us all that. He was straight up about that.
He said I knew where we were.
Well, this is the thing, though. Now you're throwing him under the bus. That kid that saw you guys going in the house did not see any of you guys with a shotgun.
He didn't get out the truck very well. He didn't have a gun straight up and down, straight out.
But,
in the house.
So when did he bring the gun in? After he heard the shots?
He was in there the whole time with the shotgun.
The kid didn't see him come out with a shotgun any time. He saw you and him walking to the house.
And he didn't see that, and he just seen the gun in my head.
Well, that's easier to miss than a shotgun. I'm just trying to say why this witness.
The question is, when did he see him?
What do you mean, when did he see him?
Did he see him after we were already around the bushes, or did he see him before he got out, right after he got out of the truck?
He said he saw you guys when you guys were walking toward the house. When you first got there and got out of the truck.
Well, he might not have seen it because of the fact that Rubin was on the other side of the truck.
And I'll be honest with you, I do not believe.
I didn't pull straight in.
I don't.
Pulled in on an angle. So the kid also noticed it had been hard to see a shotgun, even if it was at waist height.
Let me ask you this: Are you saying this because you're pissed because Rubin talked to us? Because let's face it, you guys are caught in the vehicle with a bunch of fucking guns in it. This ain't no mystery. This ain't no grand mystery.
Well, I'll say it at the time. You're obviously questioning my integrity.
No, I don't know you. I've never met you from this day. Rubin lied to me initially. Rubin didn't come out and say everything. Okay. Rubin at first was trying to, protect himself. What I'm trying to understand is...
You have a real question about integrity, ask by the four. He'll tell you, I'm going to tell you what I did. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you what happened.
Okay. And you saying
that? So will tell you that.
Okay, I know him well. I know him well.
Do you know about my background?
No.
Spatterpool?
No. I don't know anything about you.
You know what division he's in? Or what it used to be in when he worked here?
Yeah, he was in sex crimes.
Okay.
Wasn't he? Yeah. Long time ago. I've been in homicide 7 years now.
Okay. Well, 2 years ago he was working sex. Or over 2 years ago he was working sex crimes.
Right.
My girlfriend was 18. I was 18. My girlfriend was 15. I broke up with her. And then she turned around and claimed rape all of a sudden.
And unfortunately, that happens a lot, man. No doubt about it.
And it was all fine until I broke up.
Right.
All of a sudden, it's not fine no more.
You know how them bitches could be, brother. You know how they're vindictive.
Well, regardless, he turned around and asked me what happened. I told him. I have no reason to lie about it. Just like I ain't got no reason. What do I benefit from lying?
Why not? If your dad's still alive and he's got a shotgun and you got a pistol, why didn't you just put another one in his head and make sure he was finished off? It's kind of unusual to get a knife, and I've been doing this for a while. It's kind of unusual.
Because that was after the fact. That was after the shotgun was already put back in the truck.
And he went back in there and do that. Mm-hmm. He did. Rubin.
We were both in there.
You didn't do it.
I handed him the one knife.
He says you
grabbed the other knife.
Okay, but he says you went back in there. You must have cut his wrists because you came back in there and threw the knife at him, and he did clean off the knife. He said it is in the vehicle.
There should be 2 knives in there.
I handed him
the one. And
what did you do with the knife you had?
I handed it to him. He asked for a knife, and I handed it to him.
Okay, but he said there's 2 knives. But why are there 2 knives?
Because when we went back, he turned around and got another one and said, "Oh, he's still breathing."
Okay.
And the kitchen grabbed another knife because he seen me grab the first one.
What did you do with the knife that you grabbed?
I handed it to him with the first time we were there.
So you handed him a total of 2 knives?
No, I only handed him one.
So where's the other knife come from? I'm trying to understand.
Okay.
I haven't got enough sleep.
He said, "Hand me a knife." I handed him one.
That was after your dad had been shot?
Unfortunately.
Okay. And what did he say he was going to do with that knife?
He didn't say no. He just said, "Hand him a knife."
You handed him a knife?
Under that situation, I wasn't thinking. I handed it to him.
Okay. What did that knife look like?
About that long, like a small point, maybe a little bit larger than a pair knife. Might have been a pair knife. I don't know.
Okay. You gave him that.
I just know I grabbed one and handed it to him.
And what did he do with that knife?
What did you see him do with that knife?
I was still in the kitchen. I walked out. He cut his wrist.
You saw him cut your father's wrist.
And then he also took another one and stabbed him in the neck with it. When we came back the second time, said, "Oh, he's still breathing. He's still living."
And he stabbed him. So your fingerprints will be in that knife too, right?
No, I didn't hand that to him.
The second knife you didn't. The first knife you did, right?
The second one's about that long.
Okay. And you're saying
I didn't
that.
hand him now.
And you're saying that he stabbed your father in the neck after the fact.
That's what it looked like. He stabbed him.
That's what it looked like. Were you standing there looking at that?
Or he standing over top of me? No,
How do you know he did that?
because I was standing over by the kitchen.
Did you actually? But you couldn't see if he stabbed him in the neck. So how do you know that?
Because when I was standing out in the kitchen, I was standing out by the counter.
Okay.
Put it down the corner. Cause you seen the inside of that house?
I had not been inside the house.
Well, when you walk straight in, you got a living room, you got a dining room, and you got a kitchen. Well, while I was standing out in the kitchen, I was standing right by the edge of in between the two counters. And then walked through in the kitchen.
Okay. Now, if your whole intention was to go in there and make your dad talk, armed, if you thought maybe something will go down if you didn't, what beef does Rubin got with your dad to get that personal with him after you already shot him dead? What does he got to gain by this shit? The murder already went down. Your dad was dead, man. Your dad was dead. Okay? And we know this, because when you cut a man, he bleeds. When he don't bleed, his heart stopped. Your dad was already dead. So what personal matter does Rubin got with your dad to do something that personal and cut the man's wrist? You tell it don't make any sense. I would have just put a cap in his ass. And he had a shotgun. Why didn't he just blow his head off?
Because the safety was on, he never went back out in the truck and grabbed it.
So
That's the only reason why. Because he tried to pull the trigger.
now you're saying that he tried to shoot your dad.
Before I did.
Really? Man, you are selling your boy down the road instead of coming in here.
I'm the one that pulled the trigger.
Well, I know, but you're saying that he tried, but the lock was on.
He didn't know the safety was on.
You know, instead of coming over here, and
I had to turn off the safety off the handgun.
But instead of coming over here, and I know you've had issues with your dad, your mom's had issues with your dad, and maybe you felt he deserved this. Obviously, look what's happened today. Okay?
He tried to beat my sister. He beat my mom. He threatened to kill her if she ever left.
And you know, that happens.
He beat me.
That happens. Your mom, did he ever get arrested for domestic violence? Or?
No.
Okay.
Because this department sucks.
Did your mom ever call?
I wrote.
Oh, you wrote. But
I
that
wrote
was
here and told y'all.
and when you wrote that, how long had that happened? A year or two back?
No.
And what happened?
That was the end of the beginning of this year, end of last year.
Let me tell you what happens in law enforcement. Okay, you may not know this. You may think we're all lazy, but you got to have a victim. See, you may have been a witness to that, or you may have heard that that's what happened from your sister, or you may have witnessed it. I don't know. Bottom line is, when those things happen, your sister has to come forward and say, yeah, I was a victim. This is exactly what happened. Now, it's possible she could have been too scared to do that. But if you ain't got a victim, you ain't got a crime. So unfortunately, maybe because they were scared, your sister never admitted that happened. So what do you want us to do? Take the word of some guy that you may be telling the truth, but a guy that's incarcerated that's pissed off at his dad? And when you go talk to the victim, they say, it never happened? Think about it, man. I mean, think about it. But going back to what I was talking about, you got an issue with your dad. You took care of it the way you felt had to be taken care of today, and that's fine. You know what? In a way, I respect you for that. You did what you did. It's done. There's no going back. At least you're man enough to own up to it. I respect you for that. But there is no reason to throw your boy under the bridge too, unless he really did those things. Don't be mad at him.
I have to gain by lying.
You know, I don't know. Maybe you're pissed at him because he obviously talked to us. But this would have
7 motherfucking bullets.
I know you did.
I saw his face when he supposedly died.
Yeah, and that's something you're gonna have to live with, man.
What do I have to gain by?
I don't know. Maybe you're pissed because he talked to us.
What do I have to gain by saying he did something if he didn't do it?
Maybe you're pissed at him. Maybe you're pissed at him
Why would I be pissed at him?
because you think he talked to us. He sold you down, so now you're gonna get him a little bit. You're gonna give him a little piece.
No.
You wouldn't do
That's
that?
not me.
You're not angry?
I'm mad to talk, but that nowhere.
It would have happened anyways.
Nowhere near to the point to make me tell on
Your sister said, "Look, my brother told me 2 days ago the thing he'd do. He told me he was going to kill him, and yesterday he tells me don't go to the house around this time." Look at the guilt. You know what guilt she's going through right now? Because she feels that she could have saved her father's life, or she feels she could have intervened and stopped you from doing what happened today. So now your sister, which I'm sure you love a lot, but I don't think you realize what you did to your sister. Your sister is going to be put up for life.
You think I don't know I got to live with this?
Well, not just you. She has to live with it now.
But you know,
You brought her into this.
You missed what I was implying.
What's that?
You don't think I have to live with knowing what I did and what he's going to do after the fact?
No, I see where you're
You really think I went in there with the intention of that?
I don't know, but I'm just saying what your
I
sister
said
told
you
me.
think.
I don't know. I don't know you. I know you're angry enough that it could happen that way.
You have some thought about it. What's your thought on it?
You know, if you wanted to talk to your dad, you wanted to force your dad to talk to you.
Because it's the only way he's going to talk to me without fighting.
Why was it such a need to talk to him? Why did it have to happen today? And why did you have to force him to talk to you today? The man ain't talked to you in 2 years. Why couldn't you let him rest, move on, get yourself a job, straighten yourself up?
You're yelling.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm sorry, I raised my voice. Why couldn't you have just got out, gotten yourself a job, gotten your life straight, and maybe in the future you could have had a relationship with your dad, if you even wanted one. I don't know if you wanted one. Based on what you're telling us that he did all his life, I don't know why you would want a relationship with him. But let's say you did.
Regardless of that, he's still my dad, regardless.
Why not let her? So you killed the man. Why didn't you let her ride for it? Why didn't you let her ride for a year or two? Maybe he would have. Maybe if he would have seen that you changed your life around, gotten a job, and you were trying to do better, maybe he'd open up to you. But see, you would never know that now. But I'm saying, why didn't you make that decision back then? Why say I'm going to confront my dad today on? Why didn't you just say, let me leave it at that? Let me just try to make my life straight.
It wasn't my idea to go on. Rubin suggested that while we were in prison.
But the problem,
he knew the whole situation.
The problem is, you stole them guns from your grandparents the day before. That shows some sort of intent. What is the reason to take the guns at your grandparents' house? You stole them. What do you want all the guns for?
We're going to sell them. That was the intentional approach.
Do you have another gun that's over there? There's one missing.
No, it's not.
There's one with a banana clip that's supposedly, where did that go to?
No, that's SK. It does not have a banana clip. Never had.
There's another banana clip. I'm told. I haven't been to the car.
Okay.
What does that go to?
Goes to the AR-7 Explorer. That's folded up in the butt of the gun. You take the butt off, and you reassemble it.
So it belongs to one of those guns there?
Yes.
Okay. We're just trying to figure out, because they're telling me that there's a banana clip that don't belong to the guns there. So, no, you're obviously very savvy with firearms, so.
Well, they better turn around and take the AR Explorer, take the fire mechanism out, slide that clip in there.
Okay.
And I bet you it fits.
Okay. So you're still sticking to your story that Rubin did all this, huh?
Ain't no story. That's what you want to look at. Like,
so I'll bring him in here and you tell him right to his face. You know what you did, Rubin? You went in there with a shotgun and you cut my dad's wrists. But we'll bring him in here right now. I want you to tell it to his face. Because obviously this is a guy that you wanted to hang with. A guy that you brought over here to party, went to Ocala, wherever you went. A guy that obviously you trusted enough to talk to him about personal issues while you guys were in together. A guy that you told about your life story, about what he supposedly did to your mom, what he did to your sister, what he did to you. Obviously a guy that you trusted enough to talk about that to. And this is the guy that you want to throw under the bus now. I'll bring him in here and I want you to tell him to his face, Rubin, you're the one that cut my dad's wrists, and you're the one that brought a shotgun into the house, and you even pressed the trigger, but the safety was on. You were going to shoot him before I capped 7 rounds in his ass. Do you want me to do that? I will feel good because, see, one thing is throwing your buddy under the bus because you may be pissed at him because he talked. Think about it. This guy just got out. You just got out recently. He just got out. He thought he was going to come party, whatever today. He knew. Okay. You bring him into this, and now he gets stopped by cops after a murder just happened with a bunch of guns in the car. You think he's not going to tell us the truth of who popped the cap on this guy?
I told you I shot him.
I know that, but now
If you'd asked me, I'd have told you
I want to make sure. I want to make sure that I want to do the right thing here. I want to make sure that we don't charge Rubin with something that he doesn't deserve to be charged with. All right. Well, I respect that.
It's got nothing to do with the fact that he talked or whatever. That's all relevant. You talked to me first, I told you what happened.
Yeah, but
obviously you question my integrity, you know.
But I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know him. I know cutting a man's wrist like that is pretty personal. I cannot imagine Rubin that don't know this man from Adam, never had a beef with him, other than the way he spurred problems that you had with him. They're sawing his fucking wrist open. I can't imagine a stranger doing that. Someone that's never had a problem with that man.
That only thing I can think of, because you're saying that's personal, the only thing I can think of is because he turned around and knew that he tried to kill my sister.
All right, man. Well, he wants to come talk to you. You don't want to talk to him, huh? So you want to look at him in the eye and say, hey, Rubin, you know what you did? You need to own up to it.
I don't want to talk to him.
All right. I'll go back and tell him, hey, man, everybody's still throwing you on the bridge. He's saying you cut his daddy's wrist. That's the way you want to leave it. Right? That's the way you want to be. That's the kind of man. That's the truth. Okay. So he's lying. He's lying to protect himself, even though he didn't shoot the man. Just like you said, you don't have a reason to lie. I'm trying to question that with him too. Why does he have a reason to lie about that? The man was already dead. You put 7 bullets in. So what reason does he have to lie? He didn't give you up. He tried to protect you initially. You know, man, I don't know what's happening. He tried to do all that shit initially. But at the end, man, he saw himself, hey, man, I'm in a bad predicament here.
Of course, your partner.
About what? What am I going to ask my partner? What am I going to ask my partner?
Except what I told him. Except what I'm telling you. You don't have to push me to answer.
Oh, no, I know. I know that you're firm in saying what you did today. There's no doubt about that. I knew you were probably going to do that all the way across anyway. Because I think, you know what? Because I think you want your story to be told. In a way you want to be heard. You want everyone to know what you say your dad did to you, your sister, and your mom.
You got nothing to do with being heard.
Well, what is it then? What's the reason for it then?
He tried to kill my mom. He tried to kill my sister. And he beat my mom.
But today you just want to go talk to him. Right? You just want to go talk today?
It was more to get him to stop. It wasn't intentional to kill him.
Knowing your dad, what do you think he was going to do? I'm sorry, son. I'm going to stop right now. No, you knew he was gonna.
Normally when he put under pressure like that, he gonna sit there now you want to talk.
The thing is, you knew those guns were in your grandparents' house. You stole them guns from there. You knew your dad was unarmed. You knew he was unarmed because all the weapons were in your grandparents' house. So you went to a confrontation to the man's castle, because you don't live there no more, to the man's castle when your mom and sister and brother are not there, knowing they're not there, to confront the man armed. You know, let's end this conversation now. But let me tell you a little story, okay? I don't buy your bullshit. You were mad at your dad, and you went there to fucking kill him. Bottom line, and you knew your mom was not there. You knew your sister wasn't there. You warned your sister not to be there. You know what kind of man your dad was. You knew it was going to come down to this.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I think so.
You know why I told him that?
I think so.
Just in case.
Just in case. Just in case.
I don't want to have to live with their faces just in case.
You know your dad better than anybody. You knew what was going to happen going there armed.
No, I didn't.
You think that man was just going to get on his knees and say, please, son, don't hurt me?
He
was running. He was running. But we're going to see where he shot. If he shot in the fucking back, What's that gonna say?
Okay. Yeah, he was shot in the back.
Oh, he was now. That's some threat to you. See, you think I was born yesterday, man.
No, you didn't ask me how all that happened.
You're still minimizing what you did.
No, I'm not.
Be a goddamn man. Say, you know what? I shot that motherfucker because I wanted to, and I wanted him to beg. I wanted him to get down on his knees like the I felt he was. And when he tried to run out the door like a puss, I put a bunch of rounds in his back. In his back. Indefensible, man. Say the way it is. Don't try to sugarcoat it now.
Why don't you stop yelling at me?
You know what? Because I don't like to be liked.
And ask me what happened.
Tell me what happened.
You never asked.
You've been talking to my partner for a while. I'm assuming you've talked to him.
Because he asked. He didn't come in here raising his voice at me.
Because you know what? Because I've heard the whole story already, man. I've heard the whole story. And I don't believe you. I think you wanted to go and kill a man. You accomplished that. But you shot a man in the back. You didn't even have the courage to shoot him right in the fucking face. Let the man see it coming. You shoot him in the back. And now you're bringing your buddy along with you for the ride. And for that I've lost a little respect for you. What you did with your dad, that's your business. You're going to have to live with that. Your sister and mother are going to have to live with that. But now you're going to drag Rubin under the bridge. Drag him. Bring him on. Bring him on. You know what? I don't believe he could have risked.
You want to know what happened?
I want to know what happened. I want to sit here quietly. I want to know what happened.
Where do you want to start?
I've already heard your history. I want to know what happened today. Start from the time you got to your dad's house.
Yeah, pulled up, pulled the truck in sideways.
Hmm.
He come out, I opened the door, got out. Rubin sat in the truck for a few seconds, had a shotgun next to him.
Okay.
Passenger seat. Pulled it out on tropical trail, set it up next to him.
Okay.
Turned around, I got out. He turned around, he starts yelling, pulled it out, I set it up. Just going back in the house, we don't want to talk right now. Just going in the house and sit down.
So you walked him back in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But when I got the way the house was lit up, when I got by the bushes, he moved and got out.
Mm-hmm.
With the shotgun.
Okay.
He called up to me while by the time I was at the door, he was already right behind.
Okay.
Gary starts walking as if he's going to grab a phone. So I said, no, sit out here. He sat down and reclined. Rubin posted up on the other side by the TV, had a shotgun level. Turned around, I loaded the gun. I loaded the pistol. So we're going to talk. Only thing he said, I'm sorry. I said, no, that's not what I want to hear. I want to hear you talk.
What do you want him to talk about?
I want to know why.
Why he did all the things you're saying?
I want to know if he's going to stop.
Okay.
He turned around, goes to get up, Rubin hits him on the head with a shotgun back. He sat back down, got up again, turned around, started walking to me. I backed up, he brushed by me. Didn't brush by me, he walked by.
So Rubin hit him with the butt of the shotgun?
Not the bullet, the barrel.
The barrel of it. Okay. Where? Just pushing him back down or what?
Hit him in the head.
In the head? You know what part of that?
It looked like right here. I can't really tell.
Okay. Did he bleed or something? Was he injured as a result of that? Okay. So he does that. What does your dad do?
He walked by me. I don't know why he did it. But he stopped and looked that out. Took a step.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I got the safety off, he already turned his back and I didn't even see it. I don't know why I pulled the trigger several times.
What was your dad doing? Was he heading out the door?
That was where it was originally going, and when he stopped, why he turned around and looked at me, I don't know.
That get you mad?
No.
What did you feel?
Because when he took that one step toward me, I thought he was going to come after me. Why? He tried something like that? I wouldn't know.
But then what did he do? He turned back around?
By the time I looked down to the safety off and looked back up, I already pulled the trigger the first time.
Was his back turned to you?
Unfortunately. Fortunately, I pulled the trigger.
Well, Rubin's saying that you shot him. Rubin's saying that he was standing near the front door.
Rubin wasn't standing there.
Well, I'm just telling you what he said.
TV.
Just telling you what he said. Is the TV near the front door?
No, the TV's on the other side of the couch.
Okay. Well, he's saying that when you shot him, your dad started falling toward him. He threw your dad off and he ran outside and got in the truck. Okay. You got in the truck, said, you know what, I think he's still alive.
Okay.
You went back in there, and then you came back out and you had a knife.
If that's the
I'm just telling you what he said, bro.
I got a question. If that's the case, how can there be blood on the front porch? If what he's saying is so much the truth, why was there blood on the front porch? Am I really like I'm that big that I can move that body by myself that way?
He's not exactly that big either, but you know what? You got to move them together.
Because I didn't move back in the house. I was still too shocked at the fact I pulled the trigger.
You know, I just don't see him slashing the wrist, man. I just can't fathom him doing that. Can't fathom him doing that. I really can't. And you think, you know, one thing, and why the wrist? Why not the neck? Why not the jugular?
He stabbed me there too. As far as I could tell. That's what it looked like.
All right, man. Like I said.
What actually killed him?
What's that?
What actually killed him?
I don't know. The medical examiner's gonna figure that out. But you know, you put 7 rounds in the man. Who knows? We'll find out exactly what killed him. All right, man. I'll tell Rubin the bad news. Then. If that's what he did, then he's got to own up to it. If he didn't, it's a shame to have that man go to prison for the rest of his life if he didn't do any of those things. You know, but I guess that's something you have to live with too, if it's not the truth.
You get a reason to lie.
All right.
I'm already gonna more or less spend the rest of my life in prison. So why would I turn around and lie about something like that? You know, I just put 7 rounds in, and I'm more likely. I'm either gonna spend the rest of my life if I don't get to live. I'm lucky not
People do weird things, man. You're mad at. You got to be a little upset at your boy because he talked to us. I mean, but you know, he's scared too.
No, I'm not mad about really so much about that because I've done that on my own. What I'm mad about is the fact that he's turning around and now I'm finding out that he's saying that I'm doing something that I didn't do.
You know, like you just said right now. You know, something I do myself. Why didn't you just do it yourself, man? Why do you have to bring him into it?
He chose to.
He chose. He just said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go with you."
No, not so much. Not really that.
Okay.
When we were talking in prison, he's like, well, we'll go over there and handle that together.
All right. And what you called him on it today?
He been called before I got out of prison.
What are you saying? He called you in prison, saying when you get out?
He called my mom wanting to know if I was out and all that.
Okay.
Mom said no, but until I gave him that, so I tried and called
him. Did your mom know you were going to do this?
No.
No. I gotta be honest with you. I don't believe it. But we're gonna bring your mom back in later. I gave her the nice interview in the beginning because she looked like a very, sorrowful woman, very emotional, crying. But maybe I've been doing this too long. But some people could put on a big game. But there's a gut feeling that tells me that you were gonna get rid of the problem. You didn't want them anywhere around there. And I got a feeling your mom knew it was gonna happen.
My mom just got off work. How is she gonna know all my attention at that time?
Did have talked to her a day or two before. Who said this happened today this afternoon? I know. I just got a weird feeling. What a coincidence. Everybody just happens to be out of the house when this shit goes down.
Brother and sister.
What, your sister know what's gonna go down?
No, I told her that just don't get around the house at this time.
Well, we'll bring your mom back in. We'll bring your mom. You're a tough guy. you've been around, you've been in the joint for a while. You know, but I know you definitely love your mom. You love your family. So you're going to be protective over them. But mom's coming back in. And we'll see what she holds up. Because I have a feeling she knows more. She knew more about this than what happened. Okay?
She might have put two and two together on her own, but I
Yeah.
didn't tell her.
Well, we'll see what she says.
She might have had the inclination. Might have thought it might have happened.
I think she had more than an inclination. But listen,
I ain't never directly tell. I ain't never indirectly tell.
but she just knew.
She might have.
She might have known.
She might have, but I knew she knew by the time I called her. I told her.
Grandparents called her this morning saying, hey, the guns were stolen yesterday, I think. Do you know if Gary knows anything about this? She was like, I don't know. I'll get him when he gets home. I'll talk to him about it. Because I think she knew that you had taken the guns and that you already had them. And the deed hadn't been done yet. So your grandparents hadn't actually called the cops because they're waiting to hear whether your dad had them or not. And your mom was stalling for time, I think, till you finish what you came to do. And you did it. And that's fine. You know, she's playing she's mourning right now, okay? But we'll see when things settle down, we'll be bringing her back in here. And I have a feeling by the time we're through with her, she's going to tell us what the real story is. So now I'm going to give you an opportunity to do it now, so I don't have to put your mom through what I just put you through. Because there's nothing. You think I'm yelling at you? I'm actually being super nice to you. Okay? But you know what? You may have some real strange reason for what you did today, and that's fine. In a way, I respect that part of it. But you ain't gonna protect your mom. When we drag your mom in here, we're gonna know exactly what the truth is. So we're gonna give you an opportunity to tell us exactly what went down or what your mom or your sister knew about this whole thing. If not, I'll find out myself later on tonight or tomorrow. But I'm gonna find out one way or the other. So the ball's on your court. And if you don't want to tell me, I don't care. You tell my partner, I don't care. Your mom knew what was going down today. And I'll go tell her that you were successful. And we'll see if her life is better. Because she may have lost a husband that you say is so terrible. Okay? And now she lost her son also. And what do you think the little brother's going to what do you think is going to happen with him? How do you think he's going to deal with this situation? Does he even know? Is he even old enough to know what went down? What was going on in the house of all these allegations you're making on your dad? I don't know. I can tell you what I saw at the scene. He's fucked up. That kid's an emotional wreck. So you not only destroyed your dad, you obviously destroyed him. You destroyed the rest of your family. But before this is over, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And I'm going to know who else knew about this little plan. Okay? Because you're definitely throwing Rubin under the bus. We'll see if you're not going to throw mom and sister. I'm going to get them to do that. Okay? They're going to tell me the truth.
Why you're so obsessed with the fact that she knew beforehand anyway?
Because I want to know the truth. And I read people pretty good. And that's the way I read her. That's the way I read her. And the way everything goes down, it don't take brain surgeon, man. The whole family just out of the house. Sure, your little brother wasn't in on it. But your sister and your mom just happened to be out of the house? Just happened to go get their hair done? No, man. It ain't that perfect. You guys been watching too much TV shows. It don't take a very intelligent man. Your mom knew the show was gonna go down, but you're saying, nah, she may have put two and two together. No, buddy. She knew 2 and 2 was 4.
I knew she was gonna be out of the house. That's why I made such a perfect time.
How did you know she was gonna be out of the house?
I knew she was planning on taking my brother's home.
But you told your sister a couple days ago, I'm gonna kill that bastard. This is from her own words. And then yesterday you tell her to be out of the house at this time. Think how she's gonna live with it. She actually saw your dad show up on his motorcycle at 4:30. Actually knew your dad was there. And a short time later, you murdered him. Okay. I don't know if your dad did those things to her that you're alleging. I don't know. But I know she's gonna have to live with that shit. She's living with it right now. She basically set her father up. No matter how bad the man was, That's dirty. They set that man up to get murdered. Okay? So, see what happened?
Like I said, when my mom was there, she actually knew for sure I had him. But she didn't know for sure I had him. If she knew it all.
She didn't know for sure. What do you think was going to happen when she got back home and your dad found out that she had let you come to the house this morning and borrow the goddamn truck? She's probably giving you money instead of the motel you're staying in. Because she helped you. She even said, I always try to help him on the side, but I couldn't even mention his name to his dad. Because he'd go off on me. He'd yell at me. So she knew she was going to come to a peaceful home today. Because you would not have allowed, what would have happened? What would have happened if he would have found out that she let you borrow that truck? What would have happened?
That's why I was supposed to be back early.
But you didn't. And she knew that because she was telling you to return the truck supposedly, right? But she stayed away. She could have gone there with your sister if they didn't want this to happen. They could have rushed back in there, or they could have gotten you and said, bring the truck to me and I'll bring the truck back to the house so your dad don't know that you used it. I'll have your sister drive it home and I'll drive my car and I'll make up some story. So he would never know that you were driving that truck.
How would that have been the case if he's already seen my sister? It's obviously she's in her own car.
Your mom could have said she used the truck. Anything.
But if he's already seen her in her car, how's that work?
No, man. He went to work before she left to work. He doesn't know what the hell she drove in.
But, no, I see my sister. You're confusing me.
Well, your sister. But your mom could have said, I used the truck today.
Okay.
I used the truck.
How's that explain? Well, according to what you're saying, how's that explain if my sister saw Gary at that point in time?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously he more likely saw her.
Your mom could have said anything. Look, my car didn't start. I got a ride from a friend to the house and I got your truck because I needed to use it. Any story she could have made up, but she didn't. She let you go to the house, finish what you had to finish. But again, my opinion is your mom knew it was going to happen. I don't know if your sister knew the whole score too. I don't know. But hey, man, you succeeded. All right? But I'll be talking to your mom again.
Okay, grandpa that cigarette out. Let's go down the hall here for a minute.
For what?
Huh? For what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
If you don't mind me asking for
I
what?
don't mind you asking. We're going to take your clothes and stuff. Give you a jumpsuit.
You customer get those numbers for me?
I don't know. You're finna talk to Carson. That's what we're going to his dog. Head down to his office.
Front behind.
Front, son.
After Darryl's revelations, detectives return to Rubin, pressing him on what he knows and what he did.
So what's up, man? Tell me everything.
Alright. See, only thing I know about it, him saying he was gonna do it was because in prison. I didn't think dude was serious.
Okay.
I mean, other than that, the dude sound like he's gonna do go to church and all that. Sound like he's the own person. I'm like, yeah, you come back and chill with me, have fun, chill the ladies and stuff like that. So I gave him my address and my number with her. So that's when he called me and he got out of jail, prison. Sorry, dude. I wasn't in the house the first time he called. So then I called him back the other day and he was like, yeah, I just got out and just chilling or whatever. I'm girl, I'm like, I can come over. He said, I can come over and chill with you tomorrow or whatnot. So I'm like, alright, I'm got nothing planned or whatnot. So come over. He called me in the morning. Gets up, so I'm out to get the lady or whatever. Then
This was today?
so I did. My uncle told him the direction how to get to the house. So then from there, my uncle and my team like where we was going in, I told him to Ocala, which we went to Ocala. Then once we went up to a collar, sat up there for a minute. Whole time the dude sounded like he was in invasion. Yes, I know. The dude wanted me to get him a pistol or something. I couldn't get him no pistol. And so we used his people, shit. I told him, like, I can't get you. We can come out here in jail. I can't get you no guns. And he like, all right. So we went out there. We checked with Chris. Cash. Chris home. So Chris was like, see, I knew Chris got on, his father had on a legit gun or whatever. And so I spoke to the dude in there or whatnot, and he was trying to talk to Chris to give him that motive to use it. So Chris like, no, you can't use it. And he like, this belongs to my pops. You can't do that. So I'm like, you heard him, he said, you can't do it. So then I had smoked some weed, and then we had left. When we had left, I told him I wanted to go to my house. But he's like, come on, let's go to the bar or whatever. I'm sure how you go over here overnight, let home girls or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I can't stay long. But before we went to his house, he went to the hotel. He spoke to his mom on the phone. His mama knew what was going on. Mom had his because of his mama.
What did he tell his mom on the phone? What did they talk about?
What he said, he was like, telling her he was chilling with homeboy that was me or whatnot. And he's still trying to do something. Basically, he's still trying to go along with his plan or what their plan is to do. So, we don't have to be with. He told her he was going to the motel. So, that's when he went to the motel. Then when I got in the motel, he showed me the fucking shotgun, the SK, and a little deuce with the gun and shit I killed the dude with. That's when I had touched it, That's when I had to get up and shit. And I had touched the little pistol too, but I ain't do nothing to it. Dude, man, loaded the fucking shotgun though. Took it with him. So, boom, that's when we go to his house. I'm like, what, like, is your mother gonna be over here? And he like, no, they just went to the mall. And I'm like, what you mean they just went to the mall? Like, you feel me? Like, he went to the mall. I had to get him out the house. I'm like, fuck it. By the time I said all that, we didn't discuss what I just said, he already pulled in his driveway. And then, boom, he gets out first. Goes in there. They arguing or whatever. First they was arguing outside, then he made him go back in the house. I came in there. He's still arguing. He's whacking dude.
He hit him?
Yeah.
With what? Was you holding the shotgun? Tell the truth. Yeah, I was holding the shotgun. Yes, I was. All right, so you're in the house, you got the shotgun, he's got the pistol. He hits his dad with the pistol. What happened?
Shot. The dude tried to run.
He tried to run out of the house. So he shoots him and he falls out in front of the house. Who drug him back in?
He did.
And
He got a sheet, threw it over him. He left us when he said, mother.
all right, so let's go back from now. Now you're being honest and being straight up, that's what I mean. The one thing I can't understand is why.
What would push him to do that?
No, why did you cut his beard?
I did not cut that man wrist. I did not cut that man wrist at all. I didn't touch that man wrist at all.
Where did Darryl get the knife from?
Out of his house.
At the kitchen.
Out of the kitchen. It was like some skinny shit. And then he had some big one, like he had a butcher knife and like some fucking like butter knife looking type. But it was kind of shocking, whatever.
Well, how did he do it? How did he cut his wrist?
I didn't see it. That's the thing. I didn't see that shit. I didn't see the wrist cutting type shit. The only thing I seen was when he pulled the trigger. That's the only thing I seen. And then from the conversation, them arguing, and then him going to his mama's house, well, to the mall and meeting his mama, and they talking about the situation. And then I'm just there. I'm in a situation I can't do shit. And that's when he called his. I couldn't call my family because his phone was dead. He went to see his mama. His mama put more minutes on his phone.
After he killed his daddy.
After that shit. Because he was going to try to come into Lakeland with me. But that shit wasn't going to fly.
Did he tell his mother that he killed his father?
He actually said, like, oh, I just killed him. He just said, oh, it's handled type thing.
And how did his mom react?
She was like, oh my God. Like, she don't know shit. She wasn't crying, she wasn't upset, she was just like, she was shocked. The fact that it happened at her house, in her home. And she was like, well, fuck it, you gotta go clean that out the house. I'm like, I ain't about to clean out a motor. I ain't body that dude. But I shouldn't have been there either. But I wasn't planning on being there. It just fucking happened so fucking fast, dude. Like, you see, when he was on the phone, the mother was like, no, you shouldn't even do it like that. And he was like, no, this motherfucker gotta play. I ain't come all the time for nothing, you know. All that extra shit he was saying, I'm looking like, man.
So him and his mama was talking about when he was at the hotel on the phone.
When he was in the car.
Oh, he was on the cell phone?
Yeah.
Before he shot his daddy? How you know it was his mama he was talking to?
Because it was clear as day. She was telling him what he was doing with his, that's what was popped, right? She was telling him exactly everything doing that was doing. She said, oh, he's about to get dressed and go out. You can catch him in the shower or some shit. Mama left, took the kids, so her and the kids don't know nothing about it. And that shit just put pieces of the puzzle. And it was just the kids and the mama. Either way, if I wasn't here today, I feel honestly that shit still would have happened. Because he pulled the trigger. That's basically, honestly, all I know. That's what all happened right there.
Let me ask you real quick while you're doing that. What happened? Did he stab him in the neck?
I wasn't in there. When he went back, and after he shot him, that dude was still breathing. I hopped right in that goddamn truck. This man hopped right back out and went right back in there. And did whatever he did. I didn't see that shit. The only thing I seen was the motherfucking him shooting this dude and me leaving out the house. That's the only thing I seen.
Darryl Kenny is charged with first-degree premeditated murder. Rubin Nero is charged with first-degree murder. Both men are convicted at trial and sentenced to life in prison. Darryl receives life without the possibility of parole. Legal wrangling means it takes until 2018 before Sharon Kenny is convicted of manslaughter for her role in Gary's death. She is sentenced to 10 years in prison and is currently scheduled for release in 2027. Amanda Kenny has never been charged in connection with her father's murder.